What's up guys, thanks for tuning in, and today's video is a little different. We're gonna actually be taking a little road trip and going on a car rally with my Corvette buddies at Parker County Corvette. If you've never been on a car rally before, they're loads of fun. I would totally recommend it, and we'll talk a little bit about that while I'm on my way over to the starting spot. So let's get started on that. So the first part is just prepping your ride and getting it ready for the car rally, which mine for the most part is, except for the front splitter that got kind of destroyed a few weeks ago from a rock on the highway. But I have a special front splitter that's going to be coming in a few weeks, and I'm really excited to show you that. But in the meantime, I did have Scott from C-Force Performance send me a spare front splitter, just a Z51, just to keep the front looking tidy from the usual, because I'll be honest guys, without front splitter, my Corvette feels like it's kind of naked. So thanks God for that. He actually has a really good website that has all different kinds of C8 aftermarket mods that you can check out for a pretty good price. So definitely check out his website. I'll have links in the description below so you can check them out for yourself. Anyways, prepping for the car, I need to put this front splitter on, so I'm gonna stop blabbering real quick and just get this on real quickly. Alright, so first thing we're talking about is prep. And the first rule of prep is don't prep the morning that you gotta leave to go to do the rally. Which in my case, that's what exactly I'm doing. So don't do what I'm doing in regards to that, because I'm trying to put this front splitter on, and guess what? I can't find the Torx bit that I need to actually put the front splitter on. I usually have it right up here, have it nicely organized, and I don't. And I spent the last 30 minutes trying to find it, and I can't find where I put all my bits. So yeah, we're gonna bypass that because I'm running out of time and I'm not listening to my #1 rule of prep. Prep at least the night before so you don't run into this kind of issue. So anyways, going into the next part of your prep, there's a few things you need to do depending on the car rallies that you're going on. Some last for just a day, others last for almost like a week or two. So depending, you need to prep in regards to if you need extra clothing or whatnot. And most importantly, if you are going to be doing some extra video capturing while you're doing your car rallies, you want to make sure that you have all that prep behind. Now that part I was a little smarter on. I actually did a little bit of my prep of getting all my cameras set up, and that includes charging all the batteries, making sure all the SD cards have enough room on them to capture everything, all that good stuff. So I'm at least kind of smart in regards to that. But that being said, so my main car rally setup is this GoPro Max 360 camera that is attached to a 3-point suction cup bracket that's super strong, super solid, that's not going anywhere, and then a carbon fiber selfie stick, for lack of better terms. So this setup has worked quite well. I've used it already on a few car rallies, driven it in Mexico, doing Mexico type speeds. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, this is my go-to setup, and I'll have links in the description below so that you can check it out if you're interested in that kind of setup for your ride. So in prep, you want to make sure you have all your extra clothing if you need it, toiletries, all that kind of stuff, and your camera gear, making sure that it's all ready to go. My drone and such is all ready to go too. It's in a bag. I have a special little bag that I can probably show. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show that real quick. Well, no, the wife is sleeping. This is actually really early in the morning. The sun literally just came up, so my wife is still sleeping. I don't want to incur her wrath. I'm trying to get out of here actually, so I'll show that in a little bit later if you're interested in what my actual media bag and how I store everything. Which is funny because she actually was the one that bought me the bag because she was tired of all my crud everywhere kind of deal. Anyways, okay, so aside from that, you want to make sure that you bring lots of fluids and stuff like that, some stuff to drink, and make sure if you have the info ready, have your maps and such ready on your phone or on your GPS to make sure that you're able to pull that up really quickly when you get going, because once everybody going, especially on bigger car rallies, they are going. They're not going to stop and wait for you. You have to make sure that you're ready. It's a lot easier if you have a passenger that can actually act as your co-pilot, but especially if you're going by yourself and it's a new car rally you've never been on, you want to make sure that you have all that information ready to go if you have it available. If you don't, you kind of just have to make sure you prioritize that. And like the car, meaning there's usually initial car meeting before you actually get on the track, like before you actually get on the road. So I have everything pretty much set up, so we are gonna get going. So we'll talk to you in a few. Alrighty guys, so we are ready to go in the C8. I got the camera set up in the back that's recording, so we are gonna get ready to go. So with that being said, rally days are always the best. So while we're on the way to the starting point for the car rally, let's talk a little bit about how to find a good car rally place in your area, as well as what it kind of takes to start a car rally if you're looking to just try to start one of your own. First and foremost, a good car rally it's about the people, right? It's about finding the right kind of people that you can go on a car rally with, whether it's people of the same kind of car type as you, or just the people that have the right kind of mindset as you. Sometimes some rallies are different than others. Some are way more aggressive in the driving, and others are a lot more chill and just driving in and just enjoying the amount of people. So the first and foremost thing in regards to any kind of good car rally is to make sure that you have good people here. So we're about to get on the highway actually. Gotta love that sound. I freaking love that sound every single freaking time. By the way, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you consider liking and subscribing this video. It does help me know that these kind of videos are useful to you and helps grow the channel. So thank you for that. Anyways, okay, getting back to the car rallies and such. So the next thing to a good car rally is communication. And obviously good communication before the rally to let people know where to start, what to expect, all that kind of stuff. But where I find it makes the most difference is the good communication at the time of the rally, like during the actual rally itself, and actually the talk before actually getting on the starting on the rally. So, and that usually involves someone that's clearly the leader that's going to lead the group, and then you have someone that's like an anchor that's going to be at the back of the group that's going to make sure that everybody's getting there in a safe manner. And then you have people that in between that are kind of just like help keep little groups together, because no matter how big or small a car rally is, you do get people that it's more likely than not that you'll have people that get separated by accident or whatnot. So the good car rallies, and all those people are talking to each other, whether it's through phone apps and such, or if it's through like long range walkie-talkies. Those are the kind of ones where you got the lead person that is basically saying, hey, is everybody past this certain point? And you have their co-drivers or whomever basically letting the leader know, yes, we're here, or hey, slow down, we need to wait for a few people, all that kind of stuff. So that's why communication for me is key, and it makes it a much more enjoyable experience, everybody trying to be able to keep up together for the most part, especially when you have the bigger group sizes. So communication, another big one if you want to make sure about. So those are the two main good car rally type things that you want to make sure that you're seeing if you're ever trying to sign up for a rally somewhere. So you're interested in finding a car rally, but you don't know exactly where to find one. Some of the bigger car rallies and such, they have people it's like an official organization, company that does them, and they have websites and such. So a simple Google search will actually help you a lot to be able to find local car rally groups in your area. You can also find them through certain apps, like the Parking Spot app has some good car rally type advertisements that you can get more information from there, or even sign up through the app essentially. So that's how I would say you can find good car rallies. And then just sometimes even just word of mouth, like, hey, I went on this car rally last year by these group, I have a buddy that did it, and they suggested, that's sometimes a way you can find it as well. Now, if you're interested in throwing your own car rally together, it kind of and what it involves, it kind of comes back down to the two main things that make a good car rally: the people involved, as well as making sure you have good communication. I would say if you've never done or hosted a car rally before, making it small, starting off small actually makes it a lot easier. When you have way more cars, or you even have more than 10 cars, it can get pretty challenging to be able to get everyone on the same page and driving in the right direction, kind of for long distances especially. Car rallies are you're going somewhere that you haven't really ever been before with a group of people. Finding the right kind of people, at least to start off, to get the right feel for it, will help you in that aspect. Another thing is then, again, back to the communication. Making sure that if you're hosting a car rally, making sure that you communicate with everyone that's involved. You want to make sure that everyone feels comfortable, feels confident, ideally as much as you do, about the actual route that you're taking. It also is important to emphasize that car rallies, you have rally points. If you have longer rallies where they're like 4 or 5 hours, or even more if it's multiple day car rallies, that you have certain checkpoints that everybody is trying to get to. It's not just your start and your end point. You want to make sure that you have spots, you have checkpoints along the route that everyone can regather up as they need to. So that's another important thing to keep in mind, is on the longer trips, try to practice having multiple checkpoint spots for everybody to kind of catch up and get back together. So that's another important thing to why car rallies are called car rallies. You have rally points. Go figure. So now, trying to communicate during the actual rally itself, I would say ideally you want to have long range walkie-talkies. That might be something you might not want to invest in at the beginning, which is understandable. I mean, they can get pretty pricey if you want to get a good set that has a long range. But what I did find works pretty well is using certain phone apps at this point, like WhatsApp or whatnot. That's set up as a group chat. That's a good way to keep people informed along the route, or if somebody gets lost, how to get them back, kind of deal. So that's another thing to keep in mind in regards to how to make sure to have a successful car rally type deal. So alrighty guys, we are nearly there, so I am going to quickly set up before everybody gets there and kind of show you all the different cool cars that are coming in. So we'll talk in a little bit. Alrighty guys, so we have pretty much everybody here to get ready for this car rally. So I think we're actually waiting on the leader for our car rally, which he's kind of running a little late. Actually, I think he's coming right now, but we'll get started soon with our car meet and then get on the road.
Take a ride on 254 and then the restaurant's about a half a mile up to the left. You got any questions?
Let's go.
Let's fire them up.
We'll be there in about 15 minutes, huh?
Laser. GPS connected.
see, we got all different kinds of Corvettes here. From your new C8s, C7s, C6, C5s, even a few more vintage type, which I definitely appreciate. I mean, look at the beauty in front of me. Check that out. That is beautiful. Gotta love the classics, man. They're so freaking nice.
With all the hot air blowing through here right now, we'll be fine.
So we just finished stopping at our second spot for the rally, so did a little bit of more spirited driving, as you kind of saw, and got some cool shots actually at the second spot. It was a really nice little spot. So now making the journey back, and yeah, just have some more fun little shenanigans on our way back. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please check out any of my other videos like this one here for your C or car needs.